Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Pokemon Sleep. Let's head in and check out last night's sleep research. See what's going on in this nice relaxing week on Cyan Beach. Hope you all slept well. Feel like I got a really good night's rest. Once again, just excited to see the data, to see if it's corroborated. Got a little more sleep too. I'm officially on vacation, so wanted to get that little bit of extra rest in. And looks like slumbering actually wins out today, or at least there's more of it. That extra 7% making a big difference. So that will adjust what we're going to see today, because I don't have event balanced sleep to kind of act as a cushion for any of the Pokemon I'm looking for in particular, but it is a change up in type, so maybe I won't see all the same things that I saw in the last 2 days. 66 million drowsy power, nearly an even split of 1 and 2 stars. Let's see who's at camp today. Quackleval, okay. I see a Mime Jr. hanging out there down on the bottom. Alrighty. Totodile, Sudowoodo, Igglybuff, Cramorant, there's what I was looking for, and another Igglybuff. Okay. Relatively low on the XP and Dream Shards today, but that's kind of... And I'm back. Once again, fast forward, completely decimating my ability to complete sleep research bug-free. If that could be like the bug fix in one of these weeks, it would be great. Cool. No one's hungry. This is a surprise to no one. And as expected, I have no progress on Cramorant. So this is gonna be a relatively... Oh, there was a Bonsly hanging out in there. Probably was just off on the far side of the screen. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and I'm going to feed the Cramorant. Hope that it's either a big hit or a critical catch, and that's it. I really got no more biscuits to give otherwise. Alright, that makes up for the crash, I guess. I will take that. Oh, and we have New Moon Day starting tonight. That bundle is really tempting. I just think this will be the first time that even though how much I actually need the biscuits, I will try to hold off on not getting it. Otherwise, it's going to take me a while to recover another 1,200 diamonds. But we'll see. I mean, I still got like another week and change left in the month, and I haven't cleared out the Sleep Point shop, so I might be able to recover. But for now, that's enough with snack time. I think the Cramorant is also the right call for sharing. Quackleval is a competitor in that space, but I feel like there's been enough Quaxley candy going out there that Cramorant hasn't. Slow moving. Well, at least go into expert mode. If when that happens, that should also be a nice boost on the amount of dream shards and XP. Our skill check for today, we have a quiet nature Cramorant. Now for this, I am looking for one with all oil, so not this one. All right, had to peel that band-aid off. Quiet was, I know, gonna not be quite what I'm looking for, but let's look at these sub-skills. Helping speeds, which is good. Skill trigger is not bad on this Pokemon. Ingredient finder outer reach at 75 and inventory up, which is good for this Pokemon considering it has no evolutions, at 100. Oh, Quiet's good. Why did I think Quiet was neutral? Played this game for so long and I still don't have these memorized. So it's a fault on my part, I know. So, I suppose, well, let's take a peek. Because now this has me curious. Also, I'm not going to have the means of doing this with y'all while I'm out and about with the mobile studio. So I'm going to enjoy this while I have it. So we got helping speed S and M, which is going to help it gather quicker. Skill trigger, which can be sub-skill seeded, so I could get a little bit of extra tasty odds added. Quirky, I think, is what I was thinking of. It's the QU. But we're looking for just ingredient strength, since it has a split. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of dip down when it gets the skill trigger and bounce back up once it gets ingredient finding. So kind of that expected trajectory, that it's not terrible. If this had oil in those two spots, I probably would call it at that because it's just good enough. Yeah, so looks like it's gonna finish out at 83. So at 65, pulling in about 10,000 strength worth of ingredients. That's manageable. But it's also not bad to have a Pam Tree berry collecting potato farmer instead. You know, sometimes you might not want Golem. With expert mode now being like, hey, cool, you may not have static berries like you think. This could be a viable alternative if I was cooking, let's say, stews on Cyan Beach. Get a little bit of passive oil and then mostly potatoes, and adding extra tasty chance along the way, which is a lot better. I'd much rather small incremental extra tasty chances than the charge strength that Golem has. Then you've also got Yaskarada being also to add pot space too. So like you've got some potato gatherers that offer a little bit of a different experience. So it's not an immediate dismissal. It's definitely something I can actually hold on to. It's just not exactly what I was looking for. But who knows? Maybe down the line we'll also get, we've got mints in the game now. So like maybe we have ones that will interact with ingredient loadouts. Maybe we'll have ones that do different stuff. Who knows? This is at least something I can take as a win for today, just not checking it off the list. Still looking for that oil gathering Cramorant. Alright. I did leave Dodrio on the team overnight. Simply for the fact of just trying to gather most of these berries while I still have a good chunk of ingredients elsewise. And yeah, we just have the New Moon Day bundle in the shop. So yeah, that would be a nice little pick-me-up. I'm gonna try to not dip into the reserves. I want to keep that 3,000 floating for future big bundles. Though I guess we already know that there is stuff coming for legendaries. So maybe we'll get the spoilers on that sooner, and then I know if I've got something coming up in the next month. In which case, maybe I do want to get those. I'm talking myself into it, I can tell. No news, but see yesterday's video if you want to see me going over all of the event research coming up in the month of September. No gifts, no medals. Check in with community. How's everyone doing? 23. Kind of as expected. Usually after those big 50 pops, it's usually a little bit smaller the day after. But thank you, everyone. I appreciate your continued sleep research. And I'll be definitely relying on it come September with all of those legendary beasts. All right. I'm looking for a skill trigger here. Fail me again. Maybe I do need to put Palmont back on the team just to get the rest of that team energized. Let's get the cooking out of the way. I need to make some room before I collect these things. Apples are still looking good. We're still pretty good on that. Milk has been okay, again, because Sylveon has been pulling in a couple of them here and there throughout the day. I haven't been going through that too quickly. Pretty good on ginger still, and corn is holding strong. So I feel pretty confident going forward that Tea Time Corn Scones is a sustainable cook. Broke the streak. I had extra tasty lunch and a full odds extra tasty dinner. That was very nice. It was a very nice little push. That's okay. We're still doing good on the overall climb this week, getting to Master 11. Good question is, before I collect, what rank am I looking to meet if I... that is to the bag. I don't want to go to the bag. I don't know where my brain's going this morning. For Cyan, Master 18, wow. Okay. That is quite a feat. I don't remember what event was going on to get me into that rank, but yeah. That's definitely gonna be a challenge to meet. I think just because I have been cooking strong dishes, it's not completely out of the question, but it definitely is in a space of that is going to be a real struggle if I want to climb that high. Perfect. I don't have room for yours again. I'm sorry. And beware, I got no room for that corn either. But everything else doing good. How are we doing now on the mission, now that I have collected? Okay, so probably by this evening, I should have enough room to do so, to pop Dodrio off, because I will have collected enough of the favored berries. I might just honestly leave it on, just because that is getting some passive strength gathering. Because as we can see, I'm continuing to cap myself on ingredients again. And then maybe I want to take off another ingredient collector. Now I want to actually go in the ingredients bag. So apples, kind of need to keep that where that's going. Milk, well, I don't have anything specifically gathering milk. Sylveon's there. Ginger, we're in a good spot. So it might be Tyranitar that I could take off for a day. Try to get some extra tasty, or not extra tasty, get some increased pot size spaces. Everyone's energized. Not to the degree that I am accustomed to so many weeks on Old Gold Power Plant, but they're at the, top energy. Let's see. Who do I have that whose specificity is triggering that cooking power up? So it would be Glaceon. Magnemite. I gotta check these Magnemites. I don't have skill trigger rates on them, but none of them would be favored berries, so it's not going to be that huge of a deal. And you are just about to hit 30. That's just going to get you Cocoa. That doesn't do me any good. Getting you to 50 is where things are going to be better. But you really don't have a whole lot of inventory, despite being evolved. So maybe that's where some of the issue is that I need to check more frequently, even though the skill trigger rate might be still popping off. Maybe that's why I was only really getting the one trigger at a time. Food for thought. Keep that in mind for next time I have to field Glaceon, which might just be tomorrow. But also wouldn't hurt to get Flareon up and running just to have an alternative. And that's actually a good segue to call out thank you everyone that chimed in for corroborating my thoughts that yes, I think yesterday's nearly 100% Eevee would be an ideal Vaporeon candidate. Really great for just getting a boatload of additional ingredients. Let's take a peek, see. Let's just spend a moment with that before wrapping up for today. Is it you? Yes. So, I think this will end up... That also has some inventory up in its future that's just out of reach. So that will certainly be... It'll also be one in that category of I need to check in with it frequently because it's just not going to have the immediate inventory space. It will trigger a lot, but I will need to be on top of the game in order to make sure that those triggers... It won't be like some of the others where they have large inventories and I can come back at longer intervals and get those double triggers. Like this Flareon candidate is going to be a little different because it has that inventory up L right at 25. So that will also be a good candidate. Cool. I feel good about that. I'll still have to get some other Eevees. I don't think I have all of the Eeveelutions covered just yet. And obviously I need to get a whole bunch more shinies so I can get all of those evolved too. So Eevee will be around for a little bit longer. But that is going to be what I've got for today. So, as a programming note, I'm going to be traveling for the next couple of days, so I will be recording with the mobile studio. I'm hopeful that the space that I'm going to be in, I can just continue to use camera setup and do live action, but depending on what the situation might be, it might be Memoji me filling in for that time. So you'll see tomorrow. I'm hoping to have it up just in the morning as usual. I'm not expecting any interruption in timing, but any changes that I have to make, I will be sure to communicate via community posts. So stay subscribed if you want to see when those all get posted. And I'm just hoping to have a good time. Should be an enjoyable time away. I'm really looking forward to it. And as usual, with a trip in the way, some dozing sleep in my future and being in an unfamiliar bed. But should be exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing what fun surprises the rest of this week has in store for me. And we also got New Moon Day, so like what other fun things that's going to reveal. Anyway, that is what I have for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope your week goes well. Feel free to let me know what's going on down in the comments below. And I'll see you back tomorrow with some more sleep research. But until then, sleep well.